The Ballon d'Or award ceremony just ended yesterday, and it was an absolute mess, an absolute joke. I just want to get some things off my mind. Alessia Russo was robbed yesterday. It was daylight robbery in Paris. I don't know why people didn't call the police. I don't know why Interpol isn't involved in this. This is the greatest robbery in Paris in front of millions of people watching around the world. The greatest robbery ever in the history of football. Alessia Russo should have won the Ballon d'Or. She was the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. How did she not win it? And to make matters worse, she was not even second place to win the Ballon d'Or. She was third. This is disgusting. This is daylight robbery at its finest. And the thing is, they do the robbery and they say, what are you gonna do about it? It's bullshit, I tell you. It's absolute bullshit. Alessia Russo, who is the top scorer of WSL, the Women's Super League from England, which is the best league in the world. I mean, joint top scorer with Bonnie Shaw, who did not play half of the season. She scored 12 goals, but that's not the point. The point is, she's top scorer in the league. Okay, joint top scorer in the league. Okay, the best league in the world. Liga F is a farmers' league, as we all know. Nobody gives a shit about Liga F. Nobody gives a shit about how many goals Eva Paya scores. I mean, she should not get Gerd Muller Trophy for scoring in farmers' league. But again, I digress. That's not the point. The point is, Alessia Russo is a top scorer in the best league in the world, and she won the Champions League. She scored 7 goals, second most goals tally in that season, and she scored in the final of the Euros. Of the Euros. Tell me how many people have scored in the final of a major tournament. So many people don't even reach the final of a major tournament. But she scored. She only scored 2 goals in the tournament, but that's not the point. She only scored 1 goal in the group stage, but that's not the point. That's not the agenda. The agenda is Alessia Russo should have won the Ballon d'Or. She only scored 2 goals, but who cares? She scored in the final. Mario Gotze scored in the final in the Men's World Cup in 2014. He's definitely greater than so many players in the world. He's definitely greater than Cristiano Ronaldo, because he scored in the final. Because scoring in the final is greater than any Ballon d'Or he can win. Cristiano has 5 Ballon d'Ors, but nothing in front of Mario Gotze. Mario Gotze is one of the greatest players of all time, better than Ronaldo. And Alessia Russo has been robbed. And this is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. How is this happening? This is absolute robbery. This cannot happen. Bon Mati, this is a disgrace from Bon Mati. This is a disgrace from France football. I mean, Alessia Russo, top scorer, joint top scorer in the league. What did Aitana do? Okay, she lost the Champions League. She lost the Euros. Okay, what? She was the player of the tournament. So what? Who gives a shit about player of the tournament? Nobody gives a shit about player of the tournament. Did she score in the final? She did not score in the final. Not in the Champions League final. Not in the Euro final. Alessia Russo did in the Euro final. Scoring a goal in a major final is bigger than being the best player of the tournament. Nobody gives a shit about being the best player of the tournament. So what? She has a golden ball for both the tournaments. Nobody gives a shit. So what? She's the MVP. Nobody gives a shit. So what? She won the league. Even Arsenal. Okay, Arsenal did not win the league. Actually, they were 12 points behind Chelsea, and Chelsea were destroyed 8-2 by Barcelona, for whom Bon Mati plays. But that's not the point. The point is Alessia Russo should have won the Ballon d'Or. Okay, what else did she win? What else did Bon Mati win? She won the Copa del Reina. Who gives a shit about Copa del Reina? Arsenal won the FA Cup. They did not win the FA Cup. They lost to Liverpool at home 1-0. Again, that's not the point. Okay, let's just leave that. Okay, I don't even know what Copa del Reina means. I don't know Spanish. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I Russo should have won. Okay, so what? They won the Super Cup. There's no Community Shield, right? There's no Community Shield WSL, right? Yeah, there's no Community Shield. Okay, there's the EFL Cup. Arsenal won the EFL. They did not win the EFL Cup. They lost to City 2-1. Okay, that's not the point. Okay, let's just forget about domestic trophies. Okay, nobody gives a shit about domestic trophies. Domestic trophies is for Chelsea. It's for chumps like Chelsea. Only they bother about it. Okay, they want to win the Champions League. Arsenal won the Champions League. Arsenal are the best team in the whole fucking world. Chelsea or not, okay? Let's just forget about Chelsea. Nobody gives a shit about WSL. It is the best league in the world, okay? But for now, that's not the agenda. The agenda is Russo should have won the Ballon d'Or, okay? So what? She won 3 domestic trophies. Arsenal did not win any domestic trophy. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares, right? But Champions League and Euros, it's unbelievable. How can she not win the Ballon d'Or? She is the best. I mean, she was not even a top scorer in the league. Like, she wasn't even. She was just joint top scorer in the league. And City had so many injury problems. And Bonishaw still scored 12 goals, playing half of the season. And Russo played the whole season and only scored 12 goals. She did shit all in the FA Cup. She did shit all in the EFL Cup. Champions League, she got 7 goals. Pina scored 10 goals. So again, there she's not top. She not scored in the Champions League final. And in the Euro final, she scored 1 goal. Before that, she scored in the group stage, I guess, against Netherlands. So she's done that, but she should win it. She should win it because she won 2 trophies. Because that is the agenda. We don't care what Bonmati did. We don't care about the stats. What we care about is Alessia Russo should have won. Because she's English, she should have won. That is the agenda. Bonmati is the greatest one of the greatest of all time. We don't care. Out of the 5 trophies available for the season, she won 3, and she was the final of 2, and she was the best player in those 2 tournaments, and reached the final of those 2 tournaments. But she should not win it because Alessia Russo should have won. the entire English community, the entire English media is fuming. It's fuming. It's so fucking funny. The tears, like this is the tears. This is the tears of the English and Arsenal media. Look at this, so beautiful, salty tears. Actually, apple juice, by the way. But that's not the point. The point is, this is the tears. And English media. Before I drink, I just want to say a few things. Like, cry more. Like, all I can say is cry more, bitches. Cry more. Okay? She was the best player by far, and she won it. There's no conspiracy. And if you're going to talk about Barcelona, you know what? Barcelona has heritage. It has a rich history of players winning the Ballon d'Or. Okay? Arsenal does not have. Okay? Even your legend, Thierry Henry, went to Barcelona to win the fucking Champions League. He admits it. Okay? I'm talking the men's side now. Okay? Arsenal has a history. That's it. It has no heritage in the biggest stages on the elite level. It's nothing. Okay? So Arsenal does not have the heritage that Barcelona has. Barcelona has, you know what, even if you say Barcelona player, you know what, yes, Barcelona player. This just shows Mariona, you can win champ. Again, Mariona is a great player. Okay, I don't want to talk about Mariona. We only talk about Alessia Russo. Okay, Russo, you can do whatever you want. But if you don't play Barcelona, this is what happens. If you're going to talk about Barcelona, yes, Barcelona is a bigger club than Arsenal, men's or women's. Okay? It is a much, 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 much bigger club. Even when Barcelona don't have the money, which they don't right now, they're struggling financially, they're still bigger than your club, which has so much money. Okay? Just deal with it, okay? Fucking deal with it. This is Tears. Cheers.